Hey guys, welcome back to That Green Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a very delicious, a very yummy rum cake. We are going to be making the mini version today, for no other reason than I just want to. So let's get into it. We are going to mix together our flour, our baking powder, and our salt, and then we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar. And then we are going to add 1 packet of, I almost poured the milk in, don't do that. We're going to put in 1 packet of instant pudding mix of vanilla. We're going to shove that in. And we're going to mix it together. And then we are going to add 1 stick of softened butter, which I definitely didn't leave in the microwave. We're gonna add 1 stick of softened butter. And then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of oil. And then we're gonna just mix that until it's about, when it looks incorporated and like mushed together and it looks crumbly. Too. This is a wet batter, so it may not look like your typical batter, but I mean, you know, you'll get it. I believe in you. It does not look like a wet batter right now, but I swear to you that by the time we're done, it's gonna look like a wet batter. Okay, now that it is mixed together, it's crumbly and it is incorporated, we are going to go ahead and stream in our milk. That's 1/2 cup of milk. And then we're going to go ahead and add our eggs. It should be 4 room temperature eggs. I didn't do that. These are cold. You're gonna do 1 at a time though. I know that there's probably some kind of science to why you do room temperature, like, you know, oh, it helps it like go together, whatever. I have tried it both ways, and at least for this recipe, it does not make a difference. So, I mean, you know, do with that information what you will, but for me personally, I forgot to take the eggs out, so we're gonna mix until everything is well incorporated. And then we are going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This is my dad's vanilla. He hand makes it, and it's probably why everything I make tastes so good. You're gonna do 2 teaspoons. As we all know, I don't think I've once measured in my entire life. But you do you. You want to follow the recipe, follow the recipe. Okay, and then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of our spiced rum. I'm using Captain's Morgan's, but you can use whatever you want to. And then we're going to mix 1 more time. And we're looking for that kind of lovely consistency. You can't eat it at this point. It's bad for you. It's how you get salmonella. But I really want to, but I'm not going to, but I really want to. So now that we've done that, so I Usually they tell us to use nonstick spray, which is totally valid. However, I can't find my nonstick spray. Don't know if I used it all. Don't know if it's out with my grilling stuff. No clue. So instead, I'm going to show you how to do nonstick without the spray. It's shocking information, I know. Literally, all we're going to do is take our fancy dancy oil, put a little in there. Congratulations, you made nonstick spray. I know. Crazy information, right? Crazy information. And then you can use a paper towel if you want, but my paper towels aren't in reach, so I'm gonna use this instead. But basically cooking spray, all it is oil and an aerator of some kind. That's literally it. So. And they're oiled. It's so hard, right? Okay, so now we're going to pour our batter into these two pans. You can't see that. We'll do it the fancy way. Don't do what I do. Alright. Go ahead and even out the top a little bit. Okay, then we're gonna just... Don't do what I do. So now that we have them poured out, and they're ready to go into the oven, we're going to put them in at 325 for about 30 minutes, and then we'll check them. If you're doing a full-size bundt pan, then you're going to put it into 50 to 60 minutes. So just adjust for timing if you're doing a full. And this recipe will make a full-sized bundt pan. So I'm going to come back after I'm done baking, and we will see them. And I will show you how to make the syrup. While that is baking and we're getting everything ready, we're going to go ahead and make the syrup, okay? So everything's going to go into a pot except the vanilla, and I'll have it listed here on the screen. Everything goes into the pot except the vanilla, okay? Because the vanilla will immediately burn away. So we're going to put a stick of butter, a cup of sugar, 1/4 a cup of rum, 1/4 a cup of water, and then we're just going to let that emulsify, and then salt. Salt's important. And you're going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna let that come to like a rapid boil. You can just lift the pot if it starts to boil too much. Lift it a little bit. Stir it. And simmer it. And we're gonna cook it for 5 minutes. Now that we are into the cheese place. It's is what we made. So anyway, now we're gonna take half a teaspoon of, I'm gonna move this off because I'm starting at my lip. I'm gonna use half a teaspoon of chutney. Just gonna make it real foamy. We're gonna use half a teaspoon of vanilla. And that is basically our syrup. Okay, my loves, so now that these are done, they're cooked. It took about 40 minutes. What we're gonna do is we're going to take a chopstick, like so, and we're gonna go through, we're gonna poke so many holes. Like, no matter how many holes you think you need more. Be careful though not to poke through the bottom into the top. So we're gonna get a bunch of holes in here. Some deep, some not deep. Doesn't matter. Just get a bunch of holes. This is what our syrup is going to soak into. Now we're going to take our syrup that we made earlier, and we're going to take a spoon, and we're going to just ladle that shit in. Ladle that shit in, give it a minute to soak in before adding more. Saturate it, and I'm gonna kind of come back to the other one and continue saturating. It is so much. This is what gives it that like awesome rum flavor that you get when you think of like a rum cake. And if some are not, then give it a second to kind of go in. I'm also going to poke more holes. Alright, and I'm leaving this a little bit out because I'm going to, when we invert it later, what I'm going to do is drizzle like a little bit on the top just to kind of give it that like pretty glazed look. But that's basically how you make it. We're going to put this in the freezer or fridge for at least 3 hours. You can do it overnight if that makes you feel better before you take them out of the pans, because you want them to really be in there and set before you invert them, because otherwise you risk like the ridges cracking and stuff. So we're gonna put this in the fridge for about 3 hours and then pull it out, invert it, and we'll see. I'll be back. There it is. We are done and dusted. We have a pretty little rum cake. We had a little bit of a crack, but that's okay. And now we get to go eat it. Hey guys, that's it. Next week we will be back with some chicken and dumplings. I'm sure y'all are very excited to learn about that. I hope to see you again. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.